In today's video, we are going to talk about some of the common power leaks that people have in the golf swing. They might not even know it because one day they might be hitting the ball great, you might be hitting it far, and then the next day it's completely different. The ball's not going anywhere, and you don't quite understand what changed to make that happen. All right, a lot of us get in that way. So today we're going to talk about common power leaks that we have in our golf swing and some things that you can do to correct those when you're playing or if you're at the driving range before you play. If you are brand new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. We post every Monday and some Fridays. And then if you hit the bell button, you'll see those notifications. You'll get all the videos. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. We always answer those and we appreciate those, and give us a thumbs up. And do you enjoy this content if it helps you fix some of your power leaks so you can hit the ball a little bit farther. The first power leak that most people have and they don't notice it, or they don't know that they have it, is your hips can actually be too quick. So we know a lot of people like to get to the top of the backswing, right? That's where we go. And then some stupid announcer at some point in time said you need to get your belt buckle to face your target. Okay? It doesn't face your target until you're basically after you hit the golf ball. You don't need to do this fast. So if you follow some channels out there, they might call it hip spinning. I've always called it hip spinning myself. As they get to the top, and the hips go really fast and they get out of control. So your sequence is completely lost. That is a huge source of losing power, and then you have to get very handsy. All right. A lot of the times when we try to guide it, if you don't know what a guide swing is, it's you should, because it's basically you're just trying to hit the fairway, so you kind of just try to guide it out there, and it doesn't work very well because the sequence, the timing, the rhythm, everything is off. And a lot of us, when we try to hit the ball far, if you're able to disassociate your upper and your lower, sometimes our hips get too fast and the hands get stuck behind, and that is a huge source of losing power. I struggled with that for a long time when it came to high school and college, because I hit my driver really good one day and really bad the next day, really far one day, really short the next day. So that is something that you need to pay attention to. So the video you want to watch is the video review I did on the G box. It's basically two boxes on each side. It helps you time up your hands and your hips. You can do the same thing with like a alignment rod through the front of your belt loops. The whole goal is to feel like when you get to the top on the way down, that you don't run into the box, or you don't run into the alignment rod that's running through your shorts. We want it to feel like the hands get back in front. So that is the whole goal, is for you to time it up. Is to feel like when everything kind of feels like it kind of gets in front of your sternum, your hands do, as far as that goes. I remember one time I had a teacher tell me, "Man, your sequence looks good. Your hands are in a really good spot. They're always in front of you." And I had no idea what that meant. I just knew I was hitting the ball good. But so that's one thing that we can really do to hit the ball farther. When I train with the G boxes, I can automatically tell you I get like 5 or 6 miles an hour faster, because my timing really starts to improve, really starts to get better, because I have the issue of getting too fast with my hips. That's just something that I've always struggled with. So that is what you can do. That's one of the first power leaks that we come across, is the hips. They're too fast, right? So start to sequence your hands and your hips, everything a little bit together, and I guarantee you'll hit the ball farther. The next power leak that we're going to come across is somebody who slices the golf ball. The ball will tend to, instead of compress off the face, it is going to roll up and off to the side. It's going to create a lot of spin. It's not going to go anywhere, right? So I'd love to see you change your swing path, all right? And so this is going to be one of the simplest drills that we're going to try to do, because usually somebody who slices it, everything opens up too quickly. So your drill to help you with this, and we might see a few players on tour that are actually doing this. This is just something that they do to set up. You're going to set up normally. You're going to pull your right foot backwards, right? You're going to take your normal backswing, and then your whole goal is to feel like your hands come close to you and they kind of follow over the tips of your toes. So it looks something like this. All right? If that ball just goes straight right, that means the face is open. So you need to work on letting the face rotate shut. Okay? You start doing that, you might start hitting big swinging draws. Congratulations, it's going to go farther than a big swinging slice. So that's the whole goal, is to get rid of those power leaks. So hips right now and the path are two things that cause you to hit it a little bit, well, sometimes way shorter than normal. The next thing that some of us struggle with that causes us to lose power is just basically due to the fact that we don't move our pressure, we don't move our weight, whatever you want to call it, very effectively into the golf ball. We tend to hang back on the back foot and we try to scoop it. All right, we're not using the momentum of moving into the golf ball to help hit it farther, hit it, swing faster, all that kind of stuff. So what I want you to do, the drill is, you're just going to put your feet together. All right, as soon as you swing the club back, you're just going to step forward and work on holding your follow through as long as possible. If you have balance problems, that's okay. You can do better with this. If you have balance problems and you're like, I cannot finish on my front foot, I want you to start hitting balls with your feet together and try to finish on balance that way. Make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger. So once you have that feeling of stepping forward and swinging through, put the ball in front of you, right? We got to test it, and you're going to hit it, and you're going to hold it, ideally until that ball lands, okay? Because if we're finishing or moving our pressure, moving our weight, moving our momentum into the golf ball, as long as it's not like a dive move, all right, that's going to help you hit the ball a little bit further too. Now the final thing, because most of us are watching this because we want to hit a driver farther, you need to get fit for the correct shaft for your golf swing. If you're somebody who spins the ball a lot, if you don't even know what your spin is on your driver, you need to go get that checked, because automatically you will hit the ball farther if you get a shaft that creates less spin. And when you create less spin, it's also not going to go offline as much, right? That's the beauty of getting fit for a driver. It might cost you more, the shaft might cost more, but in the end, that's going to help you hit the ball farther. So make sure you go get fit. I spin the ball a lot, so I have a very high kick point. I have a heavy shaft, and that helps my trajectory come down lower and helps me spin it less. So in the end, it goes farther, right? So hopefully these tips help you out today.